What if you could get 37 times better at anything in 1 year? It sounds impossible, but according to James Clear, author of the runaway bestseller Atomic Habits, the secret isn't massive action. It's the opposite. It's about making changes so small they're almost invisible. This is the power of 1% improvements. Let's break down the fundamentals.
The fundamentals. Why tiny changes make a big difference. We all overestimate the importance of one defining moment and underestimate the value of making small improvements daily. A 1% improvement each day compounds to make you over 37 times better in a year. A 1% decline brings you nearly to zero. This leads to the book's single most important point. You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems.
That's why you should forget about goals and focus on your systems instead. As Dilbert creator Scott Adams says, goals are for people who care about winning once. Systems are for people who care about winning repeatedly. If you're a coach, your goal is to win the championship. Your system is how you recruit, manage, and practice every day. Winners and losers often share the same goals. It's the system that makes the difference.
Build identity-based habits. The deepest level of behavior change comes from changing your identity. True behavior change is identity change. Don't focus on what you want to achieve, like, I want to run a marathon. Focus on who you wish to become. I am a runner. As entrepreneur Naval Ravikant puts it, to write a great book, you must first become the book. The process is simple. 1. Decide the type of person you want to be. 2. Prove it to yourself with small wins. Every action you take is a vote for the type of person you wish to become. Every workout is a vote for being an athletic person. Each page you write is a vote for being a writer.
How habits work, the 4-step loop. To build better habits, we first need to understand how they work. The process of building a habit can be divided into 4 simple steps: cue, craving, response, and reward. 1. Cue, the trigger. Your phone buzzes. 2. Craving, the motivation. You want to know who messaged you. 3. Response, the habit. You pick up the phone. 4. Reward, the satisfaction. You satisfy your curiosity. This loop is the backbone of every habit. To change our behavior, we must change one of these steps. This brings us to the 4 laws.
The 4 laws of behavior change. This is the practical framework for designing better habits. The first law: make it obvious. Many of our habits are unconscious, so start by creating a habit scorecard. List your daily habits and ask if they are positive, negative, or neutral. To build a new habit, state a clear intention. I will, behavior, at, time, in, location. For example, I will meditate for 1 minute at 7 a.m. in my kitchen. The most powerful driver of our habits is our environment.
Environment is the invisible hand that shapes human behavior. Want to practice guitar more? Don't hide it in a closet. Put it on a stand in the middle of your living room. This leads to a simple rule for self-control. The secret to self-control is to make the cues of your good habits obvious and the cues of your bad habits invisible. To break a bad habit, simply invert the law. Make it invisible. Want to eat less junk food? Don't bring it into the house.
The second law: make it attractive. Habits we find attractive are habits we're more likely to do. Use temptation bundling. Pair an action you want to do with an action you need to do. For example, after I make my sales calls, I will check social media. To break a bad habit, invert the law. Make it unattractive. Reframe your mindset. Instead of thinking, I'm missing out on a cigarette, think, I am building my health and saving money.
The third law, make it easy. The less energy a habit requires, the more likely it is to happen. Reduce friction. Set up your environment so doing the right thing is the easiest thing to do. To make a new habit feel easy, use the 2-minute rule. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Read before bed becomes read 1 page. Run 3 miles becomes put on my running shoes. The point is to master the art of showing up. To break a bad habit, invert the law. Make it difficult. Add friction. Want to watch less TV? Unplug it after each use and put the remote in another room.
The fourth law, make it satisfying. This final law is the key to making a habit stick. What is immediately rewarded is repeated. What is immediately punished is avoided. Give yourself an immediate reward for completing a good habit. For example, after your workout, you get to watch your favorite show. A powerful reward is progress itself. One of the most satisfying feelings is the feeling of making progress. Use a habit tracker, like putting an X on a calendar. It's visual proof of your hard work and creates a satisfying feeling that keeps you going. Never miss twice. If you miss a day, get back on track immediately. To break a bad habit, invert the law. Make it unsatisfying. Get an accountability partner. If you fail to do what you said you would, it creates an immediate social cost. Tying it all together, think of it this way. The first 2 laws, make it obvious and make it attractive, increase the odds that you'll do the action in the first place. The third law, make it easy, increases the odds that you'll perform it this time. The fourth law, make it satisfying, increases the odds that you'll repeat it next time. It's not about one giant leap. It's about tiny steps, taken consistently, that compound into remarkable results. Start small, build your system, and let the power of atomic habits transform your life.
Subscribe and share if you want to get 37 times better this year. Next, watch my video on how to study effectively and start building powerful habits with small, consistent steps. See you next video.